Disclaimer. If you have not seen part 1 of this video, I would highly recommend that you click off immediately and watch part 1 of this video, because part 1 sets the stage for this video, okay? And just in case you do want to, I'm going to count very slowly from 1 to 10. Alright, ready? 1. 10. I've run out of patience. Let's start this video. Is Jesus God? There are probably thousands and thousands of differences between Islam and Christianity. But the most hotly debated one is this very topic. But the funny thing is, their own book settles the argument for us. Let's see how. Hey, really quick guys, I just wanted to say, if you like faith-based clothing, you might be interested in my merch store, Bible Verse of Truth merch. If you do, I will leave a link in the description, and that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Let the video play. And before we get into the evidence of this video, there is something that I think everybody should know. Now, when debating the topic of Jesus' divinity, it is a guarantee that a Muslim will say, where in the Bible did Jesus say, I am God, worship me? And they know he didn't actually say that, so they will say that everything else, all the other overwhelming evidence for Jesus claiming to be God is ambiguous. And because he didn't say, I am God, worship me, he's not God. So before we get into that, I'm going to show you why that argument is intellectually dishonest and just plain dumb. In those days, God was specifically understood as the Father. So anyone claiming to be God was claiming to be the Father. Anyone claiming to be the Father was claiming blasphemy. That's why in John 10:30-36 they tried to stone Jesus for claiming to be God, because that was blasphemy. They understood God to be the Father just like we understand a little round white thing in the sky to be the moon. Even though Ariel is a moon, Phobos is a moon, Io is a moon. If we refer to any of those as the moon, it's going to create unnecessary confusion because we understand the moon to be that moon. So, in the same exact way, Christ distinguished himself from God just like we distinguish those other moons from our moon with different titles. Jesus Christ distinguished himself as God's Son, clearly highlighting his divinity, but distinguishing himself from God. And they clearly understood that, which is why they tried to stone him for blasphemy, putting himself on the same level with God. So did he say, I am God, worship me? No, but several people worshipped him and called him God, and without fail, he never corrected them and even accepted their worship. And if you want to know more about that, you should watch this video right here. Alright, let's jump right into it. Surah 22:6 says, that is because Allah is the truth, and because he gives life to the dead, and because he is over all things competent. So you got that? Allah is the truth, he gives life to the dead. Now let's look at what Jesus said in John 14:6. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. Did you catch it? Allah is the truth. Al-Haq in Arabic. Allah is the truth. But in John 14:6, Jesus says, I am the way, the truth. Jesus is claiming that he is the truth. Not that he speaks the truth, not that he is a truth. Allah is the truth. Jesus is the truth. But it gets better. Now check out this next one. We're going to go beyond names. We're going to go on to an action that Allah is supposed to be doing. Well, I'm just going to leave it there. Surah 22:7 says, and certainly the hour is coming, there is no doubt about it, and Allah will surely resurrect those in their graves. I moved. It's getting noisy over where I was. But we can agree that Allah will be the one to resurrect them from their graves, right? So check this out. John 5:25, Jesus says, very truly I tell you, a time is coming, and has now come, when the dead will hear the voice of the Son of God, and those who hear will live. So wait a minute, Jesus will resurrect them from their graves? I thought Allah will be the one to resurrect them from their graves. I mean, which one? Because of course they can't both do it. Now, let's take a look at my personal favorite. Surah 57:3 says, he is the first and the last, the most high and the most near, and he has perfect knowledge of all things. You caught that, right? Allah is the first and the last. This highlights his eternal nature. Revelation 1:17. When I saw him, I fell at his feet as though dead. This is talking about Jesus. Then he placed his right hand on me and said, Do not be afraid. I am the first and the last. Woo-hoo! But wait a second. We're not done here. Revelation 22:13. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end. So if Allah is the first and the last, how exactly can Jesus Christ be the first and the last? Now here's the final one, which is, wow. Surah 3:45 says, when the angel said, "O Mary, indeed Allah gives you good tidings of a word from him." Notice, a word from him. Whose name will be the Messiah. Oh, the word is a person. Whose name will be the Messiah, Jesus, the son of Mary, distinguished in this world and hereafter and among the close. So, Jesus, word, okay, same person. But the funny thing is, this is in perfect agreement with John 1:1, which says, in the beginning was the word. So, according to the Quran, the word is Jesus. And so, in John 1:1, must be talking about Jesus, right? Okay, in the beginning was the word, and the word was with God. And the word was God. Wow. And the word was God. I think that one's actually pretty self-explanatory, actually. I don't need to explain. So, I think we've said enough in this video. We're going to end it here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video, and God bless you.